Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're talking Illuvium again. Obviously, we have the closed beta registrations, which if you haven't registration and you have a high spec computer, definitely go do that. I'll leave the link in the description. You guys can go apply for the beta. Now, it is going to be small, but I am getting super excited about this. Grant was just chilling in the general chat in the Discord, talking about NDAs and stuff like that. But obviously, you know, they come to their own decisions. I always figured that it would be full NDA for the beta. But maybe they might let a little bit of content out from it just so people can get a bit excited as well. That's the way I sort of would look at it personally, is have it all under NDA and then maybe have a few filtered videos come out so that people can see that yes, people are playing the game. We will have to wait and see how that goes. We still don't have an official date on when the beta is going to start for closed beta testers, but I'm getting super excited because Grant is getting excited. Now, Grant early days wasn't the big gameplay man, but he has been playing the internal version a bit and been talking about it, and he's got me super excited. If someone who just wanted to do the art, didn't really care too much about the gameplay, is now all about the gameplay, it gets me excited. So he did put this leak out there in general. This wasn't in the character leak, so I just thought I'd throw this one in here. It is looking super clean. This is obviously your formation page. He said the next step for them to go before beta is to put all like the proper card arts in the game and stuff like that, but looking super clean at this stage. I mean, like the surrounding with the water in this one is actually just really cool. It adds that, I don't know, adds a really good contrasting color feel to it. Wave 156, I think this is a placeholder. I don't believe Grant could get that far. He'll probably message me and let me know after this. But yeah, just the whole formation of this is looking really, really cool. We've got like, obviously, I just like the formatting of it all. I definitely like these new cards more, where they have the sort of, you know, the different knobs. I'm calling them knobs. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like this one's going to be a tier 4. This one's a tier 3, tier 3, tier 4. That one's a bit small to see. Tier 4 and so on and so forth. You get the gist. It's got 4, 3 knobs, however many knobs it is what tier it is. I think it looks clean. I think these card arts, like I said in my last video, are looking really, really nice. The energy only appears to come up in this sense. The cool thing about the digital cards is like you can keep them clean. So for me, I remember watching Yu-Gi-Oh, like the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh when it first came out, and literally the cards with these massive images and then just like 2 little text boxes with the attack and defense. And this is what these remind me of, which I absolutely love, because when you actually play trading card games like Yu-Gi-Oh, you're all this text, but the digital cards, you can put it all, you can like hover your mouse over or click on it to get all those details. So it lets you have these really clean card arts. Now, obviously these aren't finished card arts, but you know, put a good image on it and it looks really, really clean. So I'm really liking the look of this from a collectible standpoint of actually collecting the Illuvials. And oh, this one was, maybe Grant posted this, but it says Aaron. Maybe they're all using Aaron's username. But yeah, I mean, I just think this beta is going to be really good. It's all looking clean. And honestly, I know some people aren't fans of auto battlers. I see it in the comments every time. But I just think once you start playing these type of games, because I've played a lot of them, they get so enjoyable when you have to actually use your brain and think about it. And they become really addictive. So I cannot wait for this. Looks like we've got the planning timer. So I like that they time gate these things and stuff like that. Adds a bit more emphasis, especially in like the survival mode where it's like, you know, you got to be the best. It's sort of, it's a PvE mode, but it's sort of competitive on a ladder sense. So I like having like, you know, a countdown timer to make your placements so you can't sit there and think for a year about how you want to place it. So that is looking super clean. Really excited about that. The beta is going to be wicked. Moving on from that, I really like this. We get a look at some of the sort of power-ups that we do have. These are just placeholders. Take these with a massive grain of salt. And don't like be like, what, they're all like, these ones are all 3 tier 3, this one's tier 5, but this is 12 energy, that's 12 energy. I'd say these are all placeholders. You can see you got the names as placeholders, yada yada yada, so on and so forth. But I mean, Omega plus 800% and attack speed plus 2000, I'd have to see base numbers, but 800% is big in anyone's world. But yeah, we'll have to see that. I'm really keen to see these power-ups and start using them. They're actually called Augments. I just, you know, I suck at words. So these Augments are going to be really fun. I think this is really going to add a different level to it. And making these is going to be like that added incentive to do other stuff than just catching Illuvials. I'll probably buy these because I just want to catch Illuvials. But hey, for some people, it'll be a thing. But let's jump over here. I just wanted to have a quick look at this one, this little video here. So as you can see, this one right in the middle here is one of the augments. Let's go here. You can see it starts there. That's the 800% one and attack speed 2000. I'd say the Ramfire is a placeholder still at this stage. I'm not too sure the final arts they're going to go with. It says augment name. So obviously a bunch of placeholder stuff. But like I said, in this, man, those card arts looking super slick. Like, like this. I'm just really excited about these card arts, but don't let me get it carried away. So the Holder and the two closest allies gain 20% attack speed and become linked when any of them critically strike. Sorry, my eyes are shot. They all gain 3% savagery, stacking up to 25 times. I love these sorts of things. So normally in a lot of games, a lot of the auto battle games that I play on mobile, it's normally like the characters have all the abilities built into them, but with these augments, it really gives you some customization in the way you want to play a character instead of having, you know, this character is the way it's played, this is all you can do, like it's got to be focused on this. This really adds that customization, but obviously you will have the energy cost tied to it, so it will be a big, a lot of brain work that goes into these, but I really like the look of this. I think the augments are going to really add that extra layer, and then you can obviously mouse over it to get it. So looking really clean so far. The ram fight at 48 energy, starting to balance them, it looks like. Why is I forgot this one's name. Why is the cuck getting 48 energy? We'll have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, sorry, I just got my immaturity got the better of me. I apologize on that one. Grant said they've been going through a million health bar options, trying to come up with the perfect option. I did see some people from the early clips that we saw saying they weren't a massive fan, so they've been just sort of working out these bars to see what's the best. So what ends up in the game probably will be something we haven't even seen yet, because it looks like they're doing a lot of work on the health bars. It's the little things, but the fact that they put this much effort into the little things just says a lot. So excited for that. Moving on, we did get some of these leaks of like the little like like the sort of wall art, the primal art type stuff, which looks really, really cool. We have here, like, I like the polar bear looking pretty savage, but my favorite one is this one with the penguin tree. Now I'm waiting for a proper leak of the penguins. I think we had Zionic gave us a leak that was like the 3D models, like the brown 3D model of these guys. I want a proper leak because I think this thing looks absolutely savage, and I think it's going to be my favorite character in the game. So hanging out for that. Moving past that, we have this one here. Now I wanted to bring this one because I think this looks really cool for a concept art, but then we go ahead here and we check out this bit, which is going to be like the animated version of it. And I just think this looks super clean. Like you think about it, you think about that sort of thing on the scale, and then we look at it like compared to this, and you think about like, obviously when we're looking at that animation, it's just the object, but when you consider like the whole environment behind it, it's going to be like a really immersive type experience in that. So really keen to see those come into play. And we did have a couple other little videos that I want to show you. This is Doka, who is one of the tier zeros. And I really like this. Like, Doka's really cool. Like, you're going to have obviously all the different elements in this guy. You're going to have the 5 elements version of him. He's going to be the fighter, but you know, you're going to have earth, water, air, fire. Did I say them all? Don't know. But you're going to have all of them, which is going to be really, really cool. And I just think, like, you know, you worry about like the common, like the more common characters in games, and they're normally really basic. But I just think like all the love is getting put into every character, even though these guys aren't that valuable. I think he looks like an absolute savage, and I think it's going to be really cool to see. And he's like already got like the multi-stage animation, everything. I just think it's looking super, super clean. And then the last one that I wanted to look at was over here. Looking at the shield animations, I think these shield animations look quite sick as well. it's really cool the way they've made it. Like, you know, you've got a shield, but it doesn't mean you have to just defend. Like, you've got offense. It's just you're more defensively based. And I think the fire one looks really cool. I love the way they've really got the animations down pat with the fire, and like the heat distortion where you know, when once again, I suck shit at explaining things, but you know the distortion that the heat makes so that everything looks blurry? I think they've done a fantastic job of it. Keen to see the other elements of this, but yeah, looking pretty solid. But anyway, that pretty much covers it. I'm just getting super excited for beta. I hadn't made a video in about a week because, you know, I've just been hanging out for that. And yeah, so I thought I'd do a quick update, but getting super excited for the beta. Can't wait. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.